Hello. In the last video, we just learned about what is the decision making. So today we are going to see the types of decision making environment. There are three types of decision making environment. First, decision making under certainty. Second, decision making under uncertainty. And third, decision making under the risk. So we will see one by one. Decision making environment. The decisions are made under the three types of environment. First, certainty, uncertainty and the risk. Now, what is the difference between in these three environment? In the certainty, we are having just only one state of the nature. And in the uncertainty, we are having the number of states of nature in which we have to choose the alternative. And in the risk also, we are having more than one state of environment, and which is the decision maker has to sufficient information to allow him the assigned problem to each of these states. So the difference between in these three, that is, in the certainty we are knowing the only one state of the nature. In the uncertainty, we are having more than one number of state of nature, and the decision maker is not knowing the sufficient knowledge for making the decision. And in the risk environment, there is also more than one state of nature, but the decision maker has a sufficient information about the criterion. First, we will see the decision under certainty. Now, in the certainty environment, there is only one type of the event that can be take place. It is very difficult to find the complete certainty in the most of the business decisions. In many routine types of decisions, almost complete certainty can be noticed. In the certainty, the decisions are taken very little significant to the success of the business. So, decision under the certainty, in this we are having just only one type of the event which can be happened in with the organization, and that can be almost the business decision. Decision making under uncertainty. Under the conditions of uncertainty, the decision maker has knowledge about the state of nature that happens, but lacks the knowledge about the probabilities of their occurrence. So in the uncertainty, the decision maker, he is knowing what is the condition of the uncertainty, and he is knowing the what type of problem is there, and he is also knowing the various probabilities to overcome that problem. So the decision under certainty, a few decision criterions are available which could be help to take the decision makers. First, the criterion of the optimism, criterion of the permission, criterion to regret, then criterion for realism, and criterion of rationality. The decision maker is not in the position even to assign the probabilities of happening of the event. The environment of the uncertainty, more than one type of the event can take place, and the decision maker is completely in the dark regarding the event that is likely to take place. Such situations generally arises in the case where happenings of the event is determined by the external forces. For example, the demand for the product, moves of the competitors, etc. are the factors that involved in the uncertainty. So this is the second type of environment for taking the decision, that is the uncertainty. In this, more than one state of nature problem is there, and we are not having the exact idea about what is going to be happened while the decision is taken. So for this, the various things are involved in the decision making under this condition. The first is the demand for the product and the moves of the competitors, etc. So these are the some factors which affect on the decision under the risk. The decision under the risk, here more than one state of the nature exists, and the decision maker has sufficient information to assign the probabilities to each of these states. This is the similar like the decision making under uncertainty. Here also we are having more than one state of nature, but we are having the sufficient information to assign the probabilities. These probabilities could be obtained from the past records and simply the subjective judgment of the decision maker. Under condition of the risk, knowing the probability distribution of the state of nature, the best decision is to select the course of action which has the largest expected payoff values. Under the condition of risk, there are more than one possible events that can be take place. The decision maker has adequate information to assign probability to the happening or non-happening of each possible event. Such information is generally based on the past experience. Every decision in the modern business enterprise is based on interplay of nature of factors. New tools of analysis of such decision-making situations are being developed. These tools include risk analysis, decision trees, and preference theory. So decision under the risk, it is also similar to the decision under uncertainty, but we are having the ideas about the probabilities which are going to be happened. This idea, it can be taken from the background or from the old types of decision taken in the environment of the risk. Now the next, that is the decision tree. First of all, the meaning of decision tree. A decision tree is a graphical representation of possible solutions to the decision based on certain conditions. It's called a decision tree because it starts with a single box which then branches off into the number of solutions just like a tree. So we'll take a simple example. The question or the problem is, are you happy? For this we are having two solutions, that is yes or no. If it goes to the yes, then the next solution will be keep doing whatever you are doing. But if it is going with the no, then do you want to be happy or not? This is the next question. The answer to this, it is yes or no. If it is no, then it again goes to keep doing whatever you are doing. And if it goes to the yes, then change the something. So this is the structure which is known as a decision tree. Now, how to draw the decision making tree? First, at the start, we have to start a decision tree with a decision that you need to make. It means at the start we have to simply draw a box in which we have to write what is our problem or in which moves we are taking the decisions. Write it in the box. Then draw a small square to represent this towards the left of the large piece of a paper. Okay, so this square we have to draw at the top of the paper or at the right of the paper. From this box, draw the lines towards the right for each possible solution and write the solution along the line. So from this square we have to draw the lines needed for each possible solution, and on each and every line we have to write down what is the solution. So considering like this, we are going for each and every solutions, and at the last we are having a lot of branches or lot of branches of the tree on which lot of solutions are there, and from that solutions we are going to take only one solution which is more effective in the case of organization. So the decision tree consists of three types of nodes. First, decision node commonly represented by square, then chance node represented by the circles, and end nodes represented by the triangles. The decision tree consists of two types of branches. First, a decision branch, and second, a event branch. We will take a simple example. First, a parents visiting, yes or no. If yes, then they will go for the cinema. If no, then whether they are going for sunny, windy or rainy reason. So it will go to, if sunny is their environment, then they will play the tennis. If rainy environment is there, they will stay in the home, and if windy environment is there, they will go for the shopping or cinema. Now the advantages of this: they are simple to understand and interpret, and have a value even with a little hard data. Use a white box model and can be combined with other decision techniques. So to make a decision, all you need is authority, and to make a good decision you also need a knowledge and experience and insight. So while taking any type of decision, we should have the authority to take the decision, and along with the authority we have to know about the problem, we have to know the knowledge regarding the problem, and also we have experience to solve those problems. So this ends our module number 3, decision makings. Thank you.